Welcome to my own version of barbecue. Today I'm going to cook steak and potatoes on my car engine. I've got a 1999 Saab 9.5, so if anybody happens to have that type of vehicle, then this will be easy for you to replicate, and if not, maybe you could follow some of the instructions and figure it out yourself. So I'm going to show you what ingredients you need before we get started here. I've got a sirloin steak and I've got baby red potatoes, so that's what I'm going to use. I have everything ready for the barbecue, and I'm going to put it close to the exhaust manifold because that's where I think the hottest part of the engine is. And as you can see, I've built a mesh screen here that will kind of hold everything in place. And all you need is some sort of metal. It could be a hanger or something, but I found this mesh is going to be the best. And then I cut another piece of mesh, and I'm going to put it down here and make a sandwich between the two, and then I'm going to use some cable ties to tie it on, and that'll be where the heat is. So what you need here is your steak. There's my sirloin steak and a couple of pieces of heavy-duty aluminum foil, and then if you want to just add some extras, I've got some mushrooms here, and then I've got some baby red potatoes, so steak and potatoes, and then a little bit of seasoning if you want to season it up. So let's start with seasoning the steak, if that's what you do. I like to season my steak. And I should mention that you should start with clean hands. It's hard when you're out in the shop or in your garage like I am. There we go. So the steak is all seasoned up. Let's go ahead and put it into some aluminum foil. Now I'm going to wrap it in the aluminum foil just because I'm a little concerned about a grease fire or something like that, and because it's kind of gross to just put your steak on the engine. Wrap this one up really tight, and then I'm going to end up double wrapping it in this other aluminum foil. And I'm going to add my mushrooms and potatoes in that outer foil. On second thought, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and put some mushrooms and potatoes inside the first foil. I think that's about enough. And the potatoes are going to go in the outer foil. So go ahead and wrap that up again. Make sure it's nice and tight. So 2 layers of heavy-duty aluminum foil later, I'm going to go ahead and put it onto the heat shield so that I can create a sandwich of the mesh that I've created here. And that's just so that the steak doesn't fall off when I'm driving. Now I'm going to go ahead and make my aluminum mesh sandwich here with the cable ties. So here it is. I'm all finished with the cable tying. I think that 3 is going to be sufficient. I've got one on the side here, and then one down there that you can see. And then this one right here was a little bit difficult to do because I came all the way down there and up. And as you can see, my hands aren't clean anymore, so I'm going to go inside and wash up before I hit the road. And so there's the potato, and here's the steak and the mushrooms on the top. And this is really good if you're ever on a road trip or you just want something quick and really easy to do. So let's go ahead and hit the road. It's time to hit the road. My trip today is going to be an hour long. Okay, I'm back in my garage. Now let's go ahead and lift the hood and see if the steak is still there. Oh, it is. There's the steak and the potato, and it smells so good right now. So I think that it worked. Let me go get my scissors and we'll cut this open. Here we go. You could use a knife for this, but I just happen to have a pair of scissors, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the cable ties. get the potato out first. Ooh, it's hot in here. Ooh, that's a hot potato, literally. Okay, I know that was a bad joke. Get the steak out. There it is. Well, you can see it's nice and juicy. Let me put it on my cutting board over here. And I'm going to unwrap it now. Let's cut into the potato first, that way I can get it off of the cutting board. Let's see how it did. All right, it's cooked all the way through. It's nice and hot. I think I'm gonna have myself a bit of potato right now. Try it out. Here we go, here's the potato and I'm gonna try it now. It's a little underdone, but it's still pretty good. I have the outer aluminum foil unwrapped, and let's get to the inner foil to find the steak and the mushrooms. Oh wow, it's so juicy. I only have one hand here, so excuse me for getting up close. Look at how juicy that is. I don't know if you can see the heat coming off, but it's pretty hot in there. There's the mushrooms and the steak. I'm gonna try the mushrooms right now. Let the steak rest a little bit. Yum. Here we go. I'm trying to figure out how I can cut into this steak and still hold the camera. So let's see if this is successful or not. Just get a little corner here. No, that's not successful. So pardon me while I use two hands. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, let's see how it's cooked. I like mine medium rare. Oh wow, it looks like it's probably about medium, but it looks delicious. I'm gonna try it out. Here we go, I'm gonna try the mushrooms and the steak now. It looks like an hour of driving is about medium well. That's really good. That's some good barbecue. So, yum.